What's up, y'all? We back at it again with another jewel of the day. Today's jewel of the day is stop putting your music out without a budget and a marketing plan. I see too many artists out here nowadays just trying to rush for no reason and just put the song out immediately without having a plan or a budget. It's very important to have a budget and to create some type of marketing plan for your song, for the whole campaign of your song. Like, you want to make sure that once you finish making your song, all right, make sure you do the splits, make sure you register the song, make sure you BDS it, make sure you get the right cover done for it. Just get all of these things prepared, and I highly suggest scheduling your song at least 4 weeks prior to it being released. That way it'll give Spotify enough time to check out your song and possibly put it on some playlists that'll get you a lot more streams that you would normally get, and possibly help break the record. And it's just so many different things that you could do to market your music. That the easy part and the fun part is making the music. The hard part is getting it out there. The hard part is getting people to know that you even exist, let alone your music. So I highly suggest, like I said, making a market plan. If you have a team, sit down with your team, come up with some type of plan and marketing strategy in order to get your song out there. So like I said, once you got your song done, you want to make sure you do the splits with the producer, any featuring artist, anyone that's involved with the song. Make sure you register it with your PRO, like BMI ASCAP. You want to make sure you BDS it, which stands for Broadcast Data System. You can do that with Nielsen BDS. You could just look that up. Another thing you would have to do is obviously get your CD cover made. All y'all check out my boy All y'all check out my boy Fresh Designs. That's Fresh with a PH and Designs with 2 I's. He does all my graphics, all of the art on my page. Real dope artist, graphic maker. He also does visuals too. Check him out. Follow him if you're not already. Once you got your CD cover and your graphics made, now you're ready to start like really planning your budget, your marketing budget. Like, so that would be putting the video out. That would be creating Facebook ads to help push your song. You could push the CD cover with the song playing. You could push your music video. What I like to do is, once I got a record done that I know I'm about to put out, I sit down and I just schedule all the different posts that I'm going to put out starting from the day I release it. So what I usually do is I'll put like a teaser out. I call it a whip up, where I'll kind of let people see me creating the beat, rapping it on the mic. That way they kind of get a little familiar with it and they feel like they're involved. They're like, okay, I like this. And I'll tell all my followers and my fans, yo, if you like this, let me know if I should drop it. And then the next day I'll drop like the CD cover, already knowing that the song is going to drop the next day. Like I said, I schedule all my songs 4 weeks prior to them even releasing. So the day that I'm dropping my whip up, I already know it's about to drop either the next day or the day after that. So like I said, I'll drop the whip up one day. The next day I'll drop just like the CD cover and say, hey, it's dropping tomorrow. All y'all go get it. Follow my Spotify. Pre-save it to your playlist. The next day I'll drop like the CD cover with the audio playing in the back. And I'm putting all of these on my YouTube. I'm putting it on my Instagram. And it's kind of annoying because you got to make all different formats for all of these different platforms. They all have different dimensions. But, you know, it has to be done in order for people to see it, for you to get it out there. So, yeah, I'll schedule all these things. I'll make all different types of videos for all the different dimensions for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And then I'll just schedule all of these things out. That way I can drop something every day pertaining towards the song and help promote it every day to get people familiar with it and just to get them interested in even listening to it or following my Spotify or any of my other platforms. What I like to do is I like to create Facebook ads through the ads manager of Facebook. This allows you to get real detailed down to the demographics, the age, the gender, the interests of the listeners. So like, say if I might create a Spotify ad and just target to Instagram stories and Facebook stories. I'll make this ad on Facebook ads manager, and then um I would just target people who are interested in Spotify, people that have Spotify's, people that are interested in hip hop, whatever artist it might sound like, and then I'll go ahead and just for like the story promos, I'll just target Instagram stories and Facebook stories. I don't know if you ever been scrolling through Instagram story or Facebook story, and then all of a sudden you see some video that automatically starts playing of an artist song. They're like, yo, go support it on Spotify, or swipe up or click the link. These are the IG stories I'm telling about. So I'll do Facebook ads for those. I also do Facebook ads where it'll promote it on all of the different, like the timelines, the feeds, and the stories. Sometimes I just like to just do the stories. Then I'll create like I'll do different ads simultaneously. So I'll have one ad running on just the stories of Instagram and Facebook. Then I'll do another ad where it's running on all the feeds, the timelines, and the stories. You can also do boost. I feel like boosts are more better for like just targeting traffic straight to your Instagram profile. If that's your goal, to build just your specifically your Instagram profile, or specifically your YouTube channel, then I'll do an ad like that where I'll do a boost, and then you can add the link to whatever you want them to go to. But yeah, like I said, boost I normally do for stuff that's already on my Instagram, and I just hit boost. I put all that info in there and kind of drive traffic to my profile. The Facebook ads are more, I make those for like stuff that are just for specific links, like a fan link that brings them to a specific song for all platforms, or if it's like a YouTube video, I want them to bring it to my YouTube. So I do different things like this. You can also do Spotify ads. You can pay Spotify directly and do like a little commercial. It'd be like a short commercial like, yo, this your boy Raid and Rush. Check out my new single. Put a little snippet of your song. I suggest making it like 15 seconds long. The shorter your commercials and your ads are, the better they seem to perform. So these are different things too. Like even with if you're trying to get 1 million views on YouTube, you want a budget for that. You want to go through Google AdWords and create a Google AdWords campaign for your video, and you can target similar artists that sound like you. It's really good to drop your video when uh, there's other big artists that just recently dropped their videos, because you can kind of piggyback their videos. Like say if NBA YoungBoy is dropping the video this Friday, it's a good idea for you to drop your video Friday and target, or maybe Saturday. I would go like the day after, that way you can already grab the URL of that video and target it, so you can target several different artists, several different videos, several different interests, several different demographics, and you can kind of see all of the analytics. It'll show you what states and what countries you're doing the most numbers in, like where you're doing the best at, so you can kind of get an idea of where people are supporting your music the most. That will allow you to kind of like target those areas more. I suggest doing that. That's kind of what I do. After I do an ad or a campaign, I'll kind of just look through the analytics and try to figure out what cities and what countries are fucking with me the most, and then I'll do another ad just kind of specifically targeting those areas. So that's another way you can get like a lot of views on YouTube. Let's be honest, nowadays, and even before, years back, you can pretty much pay your way in this game. Your music doesn't even have to be that great. If you got enough money to put behind it, you can get 1 million views on YouTube. If you put enough money behind your song that's streaming on, say, Spotify, you can get enough streams to go gold and get a gold plaque, as long as you're putting enough money behind it. So I think nowadays it's like 100 or 150 streams equals to one sale. So you're going to have to get more than 1 million streams in order to go platinum, but it's very possible nowadays with streaming. So yeah, these are just some of the tactics that you can use. It's not all of them, but the main point of today is stop just releasing your music without some type of budget. Like once your song is done and you like, okay, this is the one, and I'm going to put some money behind it, you want to start saving some money up, so once you're ready to drop your song or your music video, you can actually promote it and market it the right way and get it in front of the people's eyes so they can see it. And like I said, just know that it even exists. That's the hardest part, is for people to just even know your song exists and know that, you know, who you is. So this the jewel of the day. Stop putting your music out with a budget and a marketing plan. Stop rushing it. There's no need to rush your music unless you just got a huge fan base that's demanding a song from you, or, you know, whatever it might be, a music video. All right, so take your time, don't rush it. Plan and strategize, you know, and really market your brand, market your music, your video, your brand, whatever you're trying to promote. This the jewel of the day. I'm out. Paint the city gold.